Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at some, well, frankly, quite sobering source material.
Yes, it's a compilation speeches, letters from Hadrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad. He's the head of the worldwide Ahmadiyya Muslim community.
And the book is called World Crisis and the Pathway to Peace.
Exactly.
Right.
And just for context, for you listening, this comes from a figure known internationally for advocating peace, the separation of mosque and state.
And rejecting violence in the name of religion.
Absolutely. So this deep dive, what we want to do is really synthesize his urgent warning about the global situation.
And extract his specific pathway to peace, which
Yeah.
is rooted in his religious teachings, right? Islamic teachings at the Quran.
That's the core of it.
Okay, let's just jump right in because the central claim here is, well, it's incredibly high stakes.
It really is.
He says the world is moving at an unprecedented pace towards a horrific third world war. That's a direct quote.
Mhm.
And he's not just being pessimistic, he points to specific economic and political parallels. Things that look disturbingly like the run-up to World War II.
It's an extremely serious assessment. And
Yeah.
it's not just rhetoric. These warnings were delivered directly to world leaders.
Oh, really? Where?
We're talking addresses to the European Parliament, U.S. Capitol Hill, other major governments.
Wow.
Yeah. So the message has been consistent
Yeah.
and directed at those in power. We are sort of sleepwalking towards self-destruction if things don't change.
So, if World War III is the danger, what's pushing us there? It seems like he thinks it's less about religion clashing.
That's right. It's more about fundamental structural failures, moral failures even.
Okay, so what's the absolute root cause he identifies?
The core driver, he says, is a profound lack of justice.
Justice. Okay.
A deep, pervasive injustice. And it's fueled specifically by what he calls unjust and inhumane financial and political policies.
So policy decisions are creating the conditions for conflict.
That's the engine driving this crisis, yes. And he explicitly links it back to the economic factors behind past wars.
And you mentioned parallels to WWII. He uses history quite directly here, doesn't he, to sound the alarm?
Absolutely. He looks right back at the buildup to World War II.
What specifically?
Two main causes he highlights. The failure of the League of Nations, the precursor to the UN, and that devastating global economic crisis in 1932.
Right, the Great Depression era.
Exactly. And here's the chilling part. He quotes leading economists today who are seeing numerous parallels between that 32 crisis and our current situation.
Such as?
Things like massive debt, rising inflation, this trend towards political isolationism. It's a familiar, dangerous pattern.
That paints a very clear picture. Economic trouble brews, then political instability follows, leading toward
Conflict, yeah. The chain reaction he describes is crucial. Economic and political problems flare up, leading to internal strife, maybe wars and